Wait, I just figured out how to publish this. Okay. You ask me the question, I bleep my answer, and then we publish what you just said. Can I do that?
Sure.
Awesome.
Can you say a statement that you think will get you canceled? That you believe? Whoa.
See? This would get me canceled, wouldn't it?
The problem with broaching this is I have to somehow respond to this. My mind is firing on all cylinders, right? There are so many things here that are being said. My discomfort is going through the roof right now.
You asked for me to say some heresy.
You know, I did ask for heresy. I'm realizing that we're in a public space and I'm like becoming self-conscious of this. How are you feeling?
I think I'm glad I'm not in the hot seat.
Which hot seat?
Yeah, actually, though, I think I'm in more than that seat right now than this guy.
So you have to decide, is this crazy shit?
Yeah.
Or is Joe actually making a good point here?
I like riding the line right between those two.
What's funny is right now in my own mind, I can feel myself being like, okay, what's the party line? Like, what does society say that I should react to that comment versus what do I actually want to react to that comment? I have a guttural reaction to what he just said, but I know that I'm conscious enough to know that, like, that's not necessarily Justin thinking through that from first principles. That's the party line.
Statements that are obviously false don't scare people.
Yeah.
What scares ideologues are ideas that might be true.
Yeah.
Heresy is only heresy because it might be true. If I say trees aren't real, you laugh. When you say something heretical, ideologues get angry. If you're an ideologue, then you're scared of heresy not because it's false, but because it might be true. Okay. But you can't say that because you say, I'm afraid that our enemies might be correct. Yeah. That damages your political agenda. The moment a heresy is uttered, it's already done its damage, even if you try to stamp it out. Because people are already thinking. Right. The question is already lodged its way into a person's mind, and there's no getting that out. You can't, even arguing about the question just lodges the question deeper in.
Just saying heresy, whether or not they believe it, just making them pose it as a question is the bad thing.
Yeah, if this is done right, you never even question it. And so the belief is snuck into your mind without the conscious processing that you care about this. If you want to see what are ideologues trying to force on you, just ask yourself, what are all the heresies? A list of heresies is a list of things you're not allowed to say, which is a list of ideas that are being actively suppressed. And it's a really good way to remove brainwashing from your brain. It's just to list all the heresies.
Right.
And that's why I love them.
The list of heresies, in some ways, once you dig into it, you get to decide whether or not it is right or wrong.
What are all the things you're not allowed to say? What are all the heresies?
As an example. And we will bleep this out, right?
Sure. That's a great one. Right. When I come into these trying to prove something, sometimes it works, but I feel icky afterwards. We've all got a whole bunch of people shouting at us, telling us what to think, what to value. And it's nice to kind of take some time to figure out what we really believe and think and feel in sort of isolation from all that. Talking to someone who doesn't have as obvious of an agenda. Yeah. Or at least as loud of an agenda.
Sure.
And using that sort of rubber duck to figure it all out.
Yeah.
If you try to get to a predetermined conclusion, then that predetermined conclusion may not be the truth, and then we have a problem. But if all we care about is having fun and exploring what is true, then
I think you have a set of beliefs that you know would be unorthodox and or vilified because they're taboo. If you can educate enough people about how to think, not how you think, just how to think, then people can back themselves into the same beliefs that you hold to be true.